Hello and welcome everybody to episode 14 here on the BaconCraft server. I am Hodag, and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh no, Hodag's gone and started himself off again on another weird ocean island. He's gonna build something, but you know what? No. What I did between episodes was I went ahead and I found the nearest ocean temple to our underwater base. Because I was building that farm, that wheat, potato, carrot, beetroot farm, and I thought, man, this glowstone looks horrible. We need the sea lanterns that you can see at the top there. So I went ahead and found the nearest one, built the portal here. As soon as we clear it out and kind of make it our own, then we're going to build an underwater little minecart rail system that brings us over to this place, just to connect it with our ocean awesomeness. But until then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump inside. Now I already did this just a couple seconds ago, and I started recording, and I jumped inside and I went and started placing sand right away, and didn't realize I had mining fatigue on because I'm a total idiot, and I messed it up so bad. And another thing on top of that is that it was so dark inside that I realized that it was going to be horrible for you guys to watch without night vision. Now usually when I do this ocean temple stuff, I have night vision potions. Still getting hit. There. I have night vision potions, I have speed potions, not speed, I have night vision, I have strength to take on the elder guardians, and I have a bunch of potions with me basically to usually do it, but I thought, you know, I'm going to try to do it without potions as a challenge. But then I realized it's so dark that it's going to be really dumb for you guys to watch because you can't see anything, basically. It's going to be really lame. So basically we're going to do this, but I'm doing it without any water-breathing potions as well. So all I have is my ladders and some torches for breathing underwater. And we're going to try to do this, basically. Here we go. You still see all the sand here from when I came in and tried to make this place hollow, at least, as like my safety breathing area. And I had to mine it back out without having with the mining fatigue on my guy, and it took forever to mine back out. But here we go. We're gonna try to work our way up first. And look at that, we found a sponge room already. Oh hey guys. Ouch. How hard is it to kill you without the strength? Oh, I'm already failing at underwater breathing. Oh my god. Okay, there's 3 other guardians in every single temple, you guys. And my goal is to go ahead and find them as quick as possible. Eliminate them one by one so that we can go ahead and do this. There's the first one. I was trying to work my way up. Die, die, die. And I'm dying from breathing. Okay. And he can't see me. Hopefully. Okay, and die, 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 die. They have so many hearts, you guys. They have like 30,000 hearts. And that's obviously an exaggeration, but it's a lot. So, okay, so one's down. Now, the other 2 are kind of off in the wings. This guy is all the way up at the very top. And I knew that because I've done too many of these temples before. And so I was just trying to find my way up as far as I could. But, so he's gone. Now I need to find myself to the wings, if I can stop. Oh my gosh, I had my helmet off so that I could... You guys, my helmet was off in the beginning of the episode, because I don't like doing the initial hello, how's it going for the episode with my helmet on, because it doesn't look very good. And now I'm sitting here trying to fight these guys without my respiration, and without my... What is the other thing? Aqua Infinity? And just completely failing, so... Hey, I killed him. So here we go. Okay, let's try to find these other guys. Let's find them. Oh, here we go. This is what we're looking for. This is going to lead us straight to one. Or both. Here's the first one to the left. Need some air. Okay, let's get this guy. This is going to be extra difficult because he's got all of his minions. Usually they're not right here. Usually they are more by themselves, like around the corner kind of deal. So this is kind of crazy. And hit you. You got all your buddies helping you now. But you still gonna die. I'm gonna get you. Oh, you gonna run away now, huh? Yes, 2 down, only 1 to go, everybody. No, it's not good. I think this might be the other one. It's sad that these all generate differently, and yet I've done so many of them that I know where they're gonna be. Alright, take you out and then just wait for my mining teague to come off. Mining fatigue, not mining teague. What is a mining teague? Almost dead again. Oh, I am getting hammered by these guys. Come on, health, regen. Boom. You can die too. Oh, that big guy really takes a chunk out of you. Wonder how my armor's holding up. There we go. No more mining fatigue for me. Just gotta wait for it to wear off now. And we got 3.5 minutes to the left. My armor's doing just fine. You guys, like a boss. So now the next part is not a fun part. It's, I'm going to try to find my way back to the beginning here. And then what we have left to do is basically, here we are. Wow, I'm good at this. What we have left to do is basically to drain out a bunch of this temple. And I brought a bunch of stacks of sand. We're going to have some sponges with us once we clean out those rooms. I'm going to build another portal inside of the actual ocean temple here. And we're going to start to try to drain some of this water, because in a 60 by 60 area completely surrounding the ocean temple is where these guys can spawn, the guardians. And that's what we want to kill, because we want to get the prismarine shards and everything else that they drop so that we can start making sea lanterns. So let's go ahead and I'll cut, and I'm going to drain some of this temple away and come back and start doing more. Okay, mining fatigue worn off, and we are making some great progress here, you guys. These right here, this is what it's all about. And I got my silk touch. Now obviously it's not the greatest to mine all these out yet because we're underwater and we're in a temple, but I've brought it along about 4 or 5 stacks of torches, some extra wood, some extra coal. So we're going to light this place up with torches. I'm taking all the sea lanterns because I'm going to be using all of that for my farms. And I've already hollowed out this much, and trust me, filling it in with sand takes a little while, but after that it's not that long. It doesn't take too long. The hardest part is not hollowing out the temple. The hardest part is hollowing out the space that's 60 by 60 up to the surface of the water above the temple and surrounding the temple. That is what takes so much time. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to keep at this. It is not the most interesting thing to watch, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of it on camera, but it is going to take me many hours, so please appreciate that. I'm going to spend a lot of my day here just knocking out room after room after room and getting to a place where we can actually have a temple, you know, have our not our home, but we're gonna have a place set up here that's gonna be ours, and this is what's gonna be the next place I'm gonna hollow out, I think, right here. So I'll be right back. Well, I'll be right back in just a second, but really it's gonna be hours and hours and hours for me. So hang in there, you guys. Sponge time, what you gonna do when you got sponge time? Alright, now you can start to see a lot of the difference here. Not only have I cleared out a bunch of rooms, I've also taken down the walls, the adjoining walls to all those rooms, so that you can really see how much I've actually done then. And again, here's the third layer, and then here is the one that goes up to the Grandmaster room. So I do still have a lot to do. If you think that this is all of an ocean temple that there is, no, this is, I hesitate to say that I've maybe cleared out a quarter of it. So I do still have a lot more to do. I found another sponge room. I found another sponge room. I think I might have nearly a full stack of these now. I have burned through my entire pickaxe and shovel that I brought with me. And here's how much I've done. Here's the first floor, you guys, completely cleared out except for this back corner here, which is a bigger room, and those rooms are more difficult to clear with the sand and the sponges, really. Upstairs, you're going to be surprised, I've cleared out just about everything. Except I haven't, you see, up here was like the Elder Guardian's main room up there. That was the 4th floor, 3rd floor here, 2nd floor here, 1st floor below us, which is also the biggest. But then in this corner and in that corner, there's a kind of a bigger room, and then it wraps around the back here into this room here. So there is still quite a bit more to fill out, or to fill in with sand and then take out of the water. And every bit that I take out, it's making it more and more dangerous to be in this area. Like this space here, There are more guardians packed in that tiny space because I've cleared out so much of the water where they could have spawned before. When there's less spawning area for them to spawn, but there's still a maximum number of them that can spawn, there's going to be a higher concentration in the area that's left. So every little piece that I clear out just makes every little other piece more and more dangerous, which is kind of fun, but also kind of dangerous. Anyway, so this is the very front, as you can see. I've cleared out just about everything. I gotta go repair my pickaxe, repair my shovel, and but let's show you how much I've cleared out of here so far. Here we go. This is, I can't put any more in here. I filled the chest now, including the sponges here. That's how much I have. And down here I have a couple of the things that are the drops from the fish, just from the ones that I've killed. But I also need to get more cooked fish, dang. But yes, here is all the stuff that I've gotten, plus there's a couple other sponges in the other chest that the guardians dropped, but I'm almost there. I'm making progress. The problem is that once we clear this thing out, there's plenty more to do. They can spawn anywhere within a 60 by 60 square around this ocean temple. Means even the pieces that are out here that you see way out there underneath the temple, on top of the temple, they can spawn in that huge entire area. So the more water in that area is uncontrolled space where they're spawning, and you want to try to control the space that they're spawning, obviously. So what you want to do is make it so that they only spawn where you want them to spawn. But that means we need to basically clear out all the water and only put water where we want, which is a huge project. It's going to be done over multiple episodes. I'm not going to get all done today in this episode unless I play for the next 4 or 5 days straight. These blocks right here mark the last water clearing that I must do to clear the entire ocean temple of all inner blocks and water. Let me pick them up, and then I'm going to turn around, and it's going to be glorious. It's going to be so glorious, I'm going to be happy I spent my entire day doing it. Okay, I don't know about that last one, but it is kind of insane. For those of you wondering how big an ocean temple is on the inside, here's the answer. It's about this big. And I've left the door open with my ladders blocking the water. I've built another portal directly in here instead of up on that island over there. And what should we do next? Okay, so I come up through the top of the temple, and I've decided that the next step is to basically create a perimeter in the ocean for where the ocean temple is, basically. So if you can see, it's tough to see down here, but I'm going to create basically 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of space at the edges of the temple, so that the ocean temple ends. You have 4 blocks of space to kind of play around with, and then there's going to be a wall of sand, and that's going to go all the way around this entire temple. So I'm obviously going to need some more sand, number 1, and number 2, it's going to take some time, but once I have all 4 walls done, maybe even before that, I was watching a Zoom Avoid. Was it this season? Yeah, very early this season, in the Hermitcraft season that they're on right now, where he was doing an ocean temple, and he used kind of redstone to automate the process of building these walls, and also to just kind of drain the ocean inside of the walls after he had the walls. So I think I'm going to try some of that. Last time I did it all by hand, and it took forever. It was not very exciting at all. So I think this time I'm going to give redstone a go, and I'm going to kill all of these guardians. They keep shooting me constantly. Alright, I am ashamed to tell you guys how long it took me to figure this out. This simple redstone contraption here, you put the block down, and basically the block gets powered right away, which powers this redstone, which powers the piston. As soon as the piston pushes it forward, it gets unpowered and it retracts. And you just sit here and hold right click, and it'll build 12 rows for you, because that's how far pistons can push. So after 12 rows I gotta rebuild it, but it only takes me like 2 seconds to rebuild it. And versus, just sitting here doing nothing versus diving up and down in the water, constantly getting hit by the guardians, having to swim everywhere and just deal with that nonsense. I'll take this piston thing any day. But anyway, see, it just did, 4 or 5 rows right there? Okay, so I'm basically gonna do this section by section. Last time I did the entire thing at one point. I think I'm going to go ahead and do just this quarter of it, and I'll see if that's all I need, because that might be as efficient as I need for the amount of sea lanterns I need. And if it is, then I'm not going to do any more, because I spent so much time on the last one. I'm probably not going to decorate this too much. It's just going to be for getting sea lanterns, and it's probably going to be one of the last times you guys actually see it in a video once it's done. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do next here, because none of this is exciting. At least I don't think so. You guys let me know in the comment section, by the way, if you've been liking the videos, if you haven't been liking particular parts of them, or if you absolutely loved a particular part of a video. Let me know about that as well, so that I can keep doing it, because I keep kind of reviewing and revising my videos and trying to make changes and updates every time I do one. Sometimes they're small, sometimes they're large updates, but I would really appreciate the feedback so that I can improve them. And you should appreciate giving me feedback so that I can improve them, and then you can have a better video to watch as well. So let me know in the comments anything and everything, something you liked, something you disliked, anything like that, and I'll see what I can do about it. Drip, drip, drop, drop, drip, drop. It's like it's raining over here, you guys. But let's look at, hold on. Can you see any rain here? Because I don't see any. It has been 3 days, you guys, and I have gotten maybe slightly carried away. Let's, without spoiling anything, I don't want to spoil anything. Let's look. You may have already seen some things, but I want to get way up here on the post and show you guys how much of this ocean temple on the outside I have drained. And trust me, I've been here for 3 days. And I've played a lot in those 3 days, and I've been using the piston strategy, just chilling. I've watched many movies, I've studied Spanish and other things, and there it is. Where you can see that hole in the top, that's basically the exact center of the ocean temple. So I've definitely cleared over half, possibly a bit more. There's still some water underneath the temple in this area, but there is a large mountain there. It doesn't allow for a lot of water, but there's definitely enough here that has been cleared out where we can start to build our little chambers that we're going to build for the collection of the guardian drops. So that is next. I'm finished clearing this. Unless I build these little, I think I'm going to build one in this corner and one in that corner. And we're going to see what the efficiency is like, and if it's good, then I'm not going to clear the rest of this out, obviously, because it's so boring to do. And so I may do it when I'm bored, basically, or on some live streams or something. I'll come over here and clear a little bit more, but as long as these drop enough, then I'm not going to clear anymore. Okay, you might notice something different, everybody. We have a giant pillar over here, and this I'm going to call Hodag Doesn't Do Research, and he just tries to build something based off something he saw a while ago and hopes that it will go really well. That's what I'm going to call this. I would never recommend building anything like this without doing your research, without trying it out in a redstone testing world, but this is what I'm doing first. If this fails, there's a design on YouTube that I saw a long time ago that I might go and try, but that involves us clearing just a slightly bit more of sand out of the center of this thing, and I don't necessarily want to do that right now, so I want to try this. It's kind of something related to what Izumavoid has done in his recent Hermitcraft season 4, which I've already talked about in this episode. So I'm going to link it down in definitely Izumavoid, and I'll link some other things down in the description here regarding guardian temples. But basically, here's how it works. I'm going to pour water in this thing up the top that's going to flow straight downwards in a 3x3 in the entire area that could spawn guardians. So that's going to be, you see that these pillars here, these on this side are running into a mountain, so they don't go down as far as normal, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they can actually go all the way down to 8. So if we go over here and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, 8-ish, somewhere like that. That's how far the water's going to flow. Just below that, we're going to stick some lava in there, because that's how I want to kill these guardians. And then under the lava will be some hoppers, and hopefully they will burn to death and all of their drops will fall in the hoppers and I'll get all the goodness. So that's the plan. I'm going to try it and we're going to see how it goes. Also, I've taken the last hour or two to go through here, light up this whole thing. It does run into an abandoned mine shaft as well over on that side, and that goes on forever. And I found a zombie spawner. So we might be able to do something with that involving our AFK here at the Guardian farm. But let me go ahead and try this pillar idea, and I will be back in a little bit, and hopefully it's working. Cross your fingers. Yes, I just put the water in. I stood away from it for just a couple seconds, and look what I have. I don't have the killing part yet, so they're all alive, but I have 5 guardians down here. So this should work. If I build this one, maybe the same thing mirrored in that other corner, and then, I mean, maybe this one will just be enough. I don't know. We'll have to see, but let me get this in. I'm not sure how many blocks of lava it's going to take to kill them, and I don't want to research it. I'm just going to try some stuff. So they're right above that. The signs are basically what's going to stop the water. I think I'm going to try 2 blocks of lava and then some fall distance for them to basically get so they can't jump up into the lava and die, because they do flop around pretty heavily. And then right at this level is going to be some hoppers, so they can die on top of the hoppers, and hopefully they die on top of the hoppers. But let's try that, and everybody's going to cross their fingers basically, because if it fails, I have to really carefully take out lava, replan, kill guardians while taking out lava. It's going to be a mess. But let's try it. The moment of truth, everyone. I've AFK'd a little bit more, just a minute or two across the platform there, and look how many are in here. And I'm going to destroy these blocks, and they're going to fall down into the lava, into the hoppers. Let's see if they actually die and if everything's good. It's hard to hit all these. Ah! One more. Okay. Replace the glass and jump down below. Let me know if you see any of them that look like they're burning to death, like up in the lava and not dropping their stuff. Ooh, they're all dead. Alright. It looks alright. We're getting some drops. I don't know if we're killing any of the drops, though. I don't think we are, but let's AFK a little bit more and see what we get. Alright, it is nighttime, but the starlight is nice and clear, you guys. As you can see, I've built 2 of these because at the first one I wasn't quite happy with the drops that I was going to be getting, and the entire plan altogether was always to build one of these in each corner of the area here. So definitely I'll probably be building another one in those 2 corners once I actually take out the sand. And I think that the drops weren't so good because simply there's still water underneath the ocean temple, and there's still, I mean, probably 40% or more of the water filling the whole top of the ocean temple over there. So as far as efficiency goes, these guardians have a lot of other places that they could spawn as opposed to spawning here. So eventually we will be able to improve that when we drain more of the water out. But as you can see, go down here, we've been able to decorate this a little bit more. I haven't been having this open. This is just built like 15 minutes ago or so, so really there's almost no time for this to even gain any drops. So that's alright. We'll get more as we go. And also I built it wrong at first. I built it with the signs, this space, and another space of room for them once they fall through the lava, and it turns out that 2 blocks of lava does not kill them. They were still alive at the bottom here. So what I had to do is I had to raise it back up, and now as you can see how he just barely touches the lava when he jumps up here? And it basically keeps him burning, and I don't think we're actually losing any of the drops from that when he dies. Now we could be, and if we are, I'll have to go back. No, we did get a little bit there, but not much. If I am losing the drops, I'll have to go back and extend this down to 3 blocks of lava and see if we're still good. And if that's still a problem, then I'll have to mess around with it more. But I'll do some more testing and kind of make sure that this is the most efficient that we could have. And if you go over to this other one over here, you can see that we almost have a full stack. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. We almost have we almost have a full stack of the, what are they called? The main thing they were going for, the prismarine crystals is what we have almost now. And I've had a little bit of time to throw down some more prismarine bricks or whatever here. But yes, we do have a couple stacks of prismarine shards. Prismarine crystals is what we need. Once we have a full stack of that, and we already do between my other chests over here, then what I can do is with 5 stacks of that, I can make an entire stack of sea lanterns. And that's the real reason why we're here, right guys? That's the real reason why we're getting all this, because those sea lanterns are just amazing. They look amazing. They glow amazingly. They glow with the beauty of the natural starlight. But anyway, that's why we're here. So we got these two done. I'm going to steadily, every once in a while when I'm bored, basically, I'll come over here and I'll clear up more of the ocean with my whole piston plan. But that's about it here, you guys. And with my glowing island in the back and my two towers gathering all the sea crystals and prismarine shards, I have to say that, unfortunately, we are, in fact, out of time for today, you guys. I am super pumped with how much we got done in just one episode. And for me, it was only about 3 days of recording. But I was working, and I was working hard in those 3 days, you guys. This is not a normal amount, I think, for people to get done in 3 days on Minecraft. But, you know, I got some extra time right now, so I'm using it to really get some cool stuff done. And now we're going to enjoy all the sea lanterns. But be sure to like, subscribe, tweet, or comment if you enjoyed what you saw here today. And on behalf of all the Hodags out there, I'd like to thank you for watching, and have a great day, everybody.